we're basically at the center.
The Rines Angel Investment Fund here on campus is actually the only completely undergraduate-run investment fund in the entire country.
It's sort of like that hybrid mix between what a club and a class really would be in your group with like-minded individuals if you're meant to be a part of the fund.
One of the biggest assets of the Rines Fund is the diversity of the students who are involved.
This is open to anybody at the university, so we would have cell biology, some of our students, some engineers in there. We have some from the liberal arts.
We have entrepreneurs come in to pitch their startup idea.
Within 2 weeks, we had implemented 4.
Then we are put together on different teams based on our specific skills. So like for instance, if there's a biotech company, they would most likely put me on that team.
We then get to analyze the company, the entrepreneurs, the market, their financials.
Growth that they have seen in less than a year.
And we put together that whole report and it gets finalized, and then we present the report back to the class or the fund.
And then ultimately make a decision on whether or not we want to invest.
If it looks like it's going to a potential investment, then they need to go to the next level, which is the investment committee. The students present to that investment committee, and if all is good to go, then we make the investment. So basically, it's a go for $5,000.
Working with such a large amount of money definitely adds a little bit of pressure to our decision making. We're very cautious of the investments that we make.
Mel Rines is a graduate of several years ago from the University of New Hampshire. He's been extremely generous to the university. Mel is very engaged in the whole process, and I think it's great for the students to see a little bit of what it's like philanthropy in the opposite direction as an alum.
Overall, my experience with the fund has been extremely positive. It's helped a lot with my networking.
The fact that the fund comes up in interviews is a common theme we hear a lot, which is not surprising. It's unique, it's experiential, it's real world.
I believe that Rines will really help me in getting that internship or job because it does give you that leg up. When you're talking and dealing with the entrepreneurs, you really learn a bunch of soft skills and like learning how to talk to people and whatnot. But then you get your really like technical skills in there when you're writing your report and you have to really go in depth on the research.
Because a lot of investments don't see real returns until possibly even 10 or 11 years down the road, it's interesting to know that what we're making decisions on now will be recognized all of those years later by future students who are in the same shoes and making the same decisions.